apologies for the video quality. I'm gonna see if I can. Oh, didn't really make much of a difference. Hi, everyone. My name is Iris. I am a self-taught tarot reader, intuitive channeler. If you're new here, welcome. I have already done Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo. Those are all in one video, and then I think I have Virgo through Scorpio in one video, and then Sagittarius and Capricorn in another video. I will have timestamps at the bottom of this once it is finished and posted. But Aquarius, got your own separate read. I am an Aquarius sun sign, so I thought that was funny. I was like, literally did Aquarius last, so it wouldn't seem like not that many people are going to know I'm an Aquarius by this point, but I'm an Aquarius with a Leo stellium. So I'm an Aquarius, but I've got a lot of going on. Aquarius, we are going to use the This Might Hurt tarot deck from Isabella Rotman. It's literally one of my favorite decks of all time. I say this every time I get it out. Excuse me. I'm a fiend for carbonated beverages. Excuse me, so I tend to have hiccups, heartburn, and the burps when I get on here. I'm so sorry. High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. I am going to give this a nice firm shuffling before I start pulling cards for you guys. If anything falls out, might take note of it, but not going to base the whole reading on it. I don't have any like songs I'm channeling for you guys just yet. Capricorn, I believe it was Capricorn, had like 2 or 3 songs, and that was just like, Capricorn's on some music vibe. Aquarius. Aquarius is the star in tarot. A song did just come to me. And I wasn't even thinking of the star card. We're gonna look it up. I was like, I'll wait to see if we need the lyrics. Nope, looks like we're looking at that. Your channeled song off the bat is Starman by David Bowie. Didn't know what time it was, the lights were low. I leaned back on my radio. Some cat was laying down some rock and roll. A lot of soul, he said. Then the sound did seem to fade. Came back like a slow voice on a wave of phase. This wasn't no DJ. That was hazy cosmic jive. There's a starman waiting in the sky. He'd like to come and meet us, but he thinks he'd blow our minds. There's a starman. I just never knew. I'm sorry, Aquarius. I've heard this song so many times. And I just didn't know that was one of the lyrics. There's a starman waiting in the sky. He'd like to come and meet us, but he thinks he'd blow our minds. There's a starman waiting in the sky. He told us not to blow it, 'cause he knows it's all worthwhile. He told me, let the children use it. Let the children lose it. Let the children use it. Let all the children boogie. I had to phone someone, so I picked on you. Hey, that's far out, so you heard him too. Switch on the TV. We may pick him up on channel 2. Look out your window. I can see his light. If we can sparkle, he may land tonight. Don't tell your papa, or he'll get us locked up in fright. There's a starman waiting in the sky. He'd like to come and meet us, but he thinks he'd blow our minds. There's a starman waiting in the sky. He told us not to blow it, 'cause he knows it's all worthwhile. He told me, let the children lose it, let the children use it, let all the children boogie. Two of Wands coming up. Starman, waiting in the sky. He'd like to come and meet us, but he thinks he'd blow our minds. He told us not to blow it because he knows it's all worthwhile. La 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 la. Which to most, sorry, I just went silent. Hearing those lyrics, you obviously one would assume like, okay, it's about an alien like looking down at us, right? But upon a little further realization, yeah, I don't think it's about an alien. David Bowie is a Capricorn, and I mentioned Capricorn's reading when I started pulling cards for you, Aquarius. David Bowie was born on January 8th and died on January 10th. Died like right after his birthday. But that song Starman is about like there's a starman waiting in the sky. He says he'd love to meet us, but he thinks it'd blow our minds. That's I'm getting love. I'm getting love for you hard, Aquarius. There's someone that's in I broke the deck. I shit you not. Sorry, pardon my French. I broke the deck on the Sun and the Two of Cups. We're gonna keep shuffling. Your first card was the Two of Wands. 222 could be very significant. Six of Pentacles. Someone's coming in and they want to be generous with you, and this doesn't have to be financially, but I'm hearing whatever way they want to be generous is going to affect your financial situation, whether they intend it to or not. I'm hearing this person knows a lot more than you think. Doesn't have to be love, could be like family, could be a coworker that maybe realizes you're not, maybe you've been like calling out a lot and one of your coworkers is kind of worried about you because you all, maybe you guys all kind of get, most of you, if this is a job thing, get paid the same. This person's kind of like, I haven't seen you at work in a couple weeks. How are you gonna pay your rent? Like, I'm getting this is someone else's energy though. This Two of Wands is what's coming towards you, I'm getting. And I'm gonna have the guidebook interpret it just in case there's anything I'm missing. Let's see what we have for Two of Wands for Aquarius. There's a star man waiting in the sky. I'm glad I looked up the lyrics because I love that song and I never knew those were the words. I don't know what I would say before if I was singing it. I'd probably just skip that line. The star man waiting in the sky. He says, yeah, I wouldn't have known what to say. Definitely was not expecting to blow your mind. She's very David Bowie. Oh, rest in peace, David Bowie. Two of Wands, the travel card. A young woman sits on the hood of her car, contemplating a roadmap. The world is literally in her hands. Oh, that's so weird. Sorry. Okay, Aquarius. The intro to this says, the world is literally in her hands. You could have a Capricorn coming towards you, or maybe you could have Capricorn high in your chart. One of the last things I mentioned in Capricorn's reading was this song by Cage the Elephant, Whole Wide World. I'm not sure if that's their original or if they covered someone, but Cage the Elephant's lyrics, the whole song is this, doesn't have to be masculine, but it seems the singer of the band is just singing about how, like, his mom's basically told him when he was young, like, yeah, there's some girl out there for you, but she's probably in, like, Tahiti or God knows where, like, not, you gotta go find her. And it's just, like, longing for this girl that he has not met yet, this whole, like, the whole song. So definitely listen to that. That could be another channeled song for you. Could be dealing with a Capricorn. It could just have it really highly aspected in your chart. It could dominate your chart. Maybe you have a Capricorn, like, maybe you're not a Capricorn, like, I'm not getting that you're a Capricorn sun. You're probably an Aquarius, but maybe you're like a January 26th. Like, you're on the cusp, or Capricorn energy is relevant for some reason. Could have a Venus in Capricorn. Anyways, she could go anywhere, but she'll have to pick where that is first. When the Two of Wands appears in a reading, you need to make a change, start a new project, pursue an opportunity. I affectionately refer to the Two of Wands as the travel card because it urges you to go somewhere. Are you feeling like you want to move, switch careers, or further your education? It's time to get out your map and start plotting the way forward. The Ace of Wands is pure potential. Creativity can be chaotic without direction. The Two of Wands urges you to snatch a bit of that wild energy and begin sculpting it into something real. Reduced to reality, the creative flame is smaller, but it also becomes something you can actually use. It can be terrifying to narrow limitless possibilities into a single choice. How else will you start? Sorry. Don't just daydream, plan. You're on your way. Daydreaming about someone or something. I believe I told Capricorn, yeah, you go back and watch Capricorn's reading. I'm hearing it's relevant for you. You need to make a vision board. That two of Cups wanted to come out again. There's someone's, like, got their eye on you. Oh, that's so funny. I think, God, I love her. That's not, I almost said her old channel name. Channel name is, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but Kundali Satija. She is, like, ugh. If real was a person, it's her. You can just tell. You can tell in her energy. She's she's my favorite fucking YouTuber. Pardon the French. Respect her a lot. But I was about to say, I got that song in my head, and I know she posted it today, so maybe that's why it's in my head. Probably why it's in my head. But, in Say Yes to Heaven by Lana Del Rey, doesn't she go, I've got my eye on you. I've got my mind on you. I can't make that up. Oh, I can't make that up. I can't make that up. Oh, I'm so glad this is live. I'm so glad this is live. Your Two of Cups came out. That was meant to come out 2/2/22. Something could have happened on the 22nd. God, and this Two of Cups is so sweet too. I know in the Rider-Waite they're, like, both offering the cup to one another. In this card, it's exactly the same, but it is just so much sweeter. Look how they're holding each other. If there's a height difference between you and this person that's coming towards you, it's not stark. It's like the type, like, whether it be the male or the female, I'm hearing it, like, either way it works. Or, like, I didn't mean the male or the female, whether you are a male or female, like, however, I'm not saying, because this looks to be two males on the card. I'm hypersensitive about that, so I'm probably delving way more into that than I need to. Sorry, I mean well. But what I was saying is I'm getting, like, there's not a stark height difference, but it's like puzzle pieces. Like, your head fits right there on their chest. Or, like, their arms fit right at the small of your back, or like right where you like it's just, I'm hearing it's perfect. I haven't really got like straight love messages for a lot of people either, and I know this ain't my reading. But I was like, I did Aquarius last too, just because Nine of Pentacles wanted to come out. I hesitate doing Aquarius just because I have it so prominently in my chart, like being an Aquarius sun. I don't think that's the only place that I have it somewhere else in my chart. But what I was gonna say is I hate coming off like, I'm sure you guys get where I'm coming from. Like have you ever like maybe you stopped watching a reader because you noticed like, man, they're a Scorpio and Scorpio gets killer reads every week. Like maybe I shouldn't be watching these, so that's why I always had it. Aquarius! Ah! You have the sun. Could be dealing with a Leo. There's a cute little baby on the sun card. Plan on with like a golden retriever, golden doodle, poodle. Yeah, that's definitely like a golden doodle poodle mix of some sort. You could have a golden doodle here in Labradoodle, golden doodle, Aussie doodle. You got a dog that's like or you're about to get a dog that's like a doodle of some sort. Brown dog to be significant. If you are not planning to have children, this is a time that you, not that you didn't know this, obviously if you don't want children, you know this, but I'm just like here to remind, use protection. This will be the time that like if you're not planning for it, you're gonna get pregnant. And I know a lot of people have been kind of channeling that lately. Let's clarify this Two of Wands for Aquarius. Or actually first I wanted to look at the Six of Pentacles in this book. Because I interpret the Six of Pentacles as I don't interpret this as you being giving. I interpret this as like the energy that's coming towards you. And it could be like, if you feel that this applies to you but reverse, you know, definitely should never, I forgot to say that at the beginning, my reading should never give you an uneasy feeling. God, that's relevant. So there's someone is going to tell you like, hey, I should have said like blah 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 blah. Like it's gonna be a quick, but you're gonna be like, oh, that is hilarious. I got a call right as I was saying that. From a love interest. Just funny timing. Funny timing. Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is a card of haves and have-nots, but it is also a card about generosity. A bougie woman rains coins down on outstretched hands. Are you in a stable enough place to extend help to others? Be generous. Do you identify with the outstretched hands? Accept help without self-judgment. We live in an unfair world. I'm hearing if there is a love interest in your life that you are not, I'm hearing this like clear as day. If you're not being straight up with someone about your entire situation, when you open up, it's just like the Starman song. That could be your energy, like there's something you really want to tell someone, but you feel like it's going to blow their mind, maybe not in a good way. Or there's something that someone wants to tell you, and they feel like it's going to blow your mind in a good way. I'm going to keep reading this. We live in an unfair world. Wealth is not equally distributed, and much of our self-worth is tied up in what we have and our ability to learn. Earn, not learn. Some of you need to look into going back to school, and I'm literally to write myself a note, sorry. For there, I mentioned school in 2 other signs readings, and I'm gonna have to go back to that. Anyways. Apologies for the heartburn. I'm getting Aquarius too. Something's about to get you like, rah, like, if you've been in a slump lately, you're about to, I don't know whether it be like, I resonate with this too. Maybe you've taken like a long break from college or something. Maybe you dropped out. I'm hearing like during pre-COVID, maybe you dropped out and now you're, I'm just hearing like you've been in the throes of life and you didn't even really think about potentially going back. I'm hearing like just entertaining the idea of that is going to open so many doors for you. You're going to be like, oh, this affects my housing situation. This affects my job. I can get, maybe like this is going to be something with your financial aid. You're going to get a lot more than you think you can, and maybe like finish faster than you could if you dropped out, you're at a different place than where you originally went to school. If this is like an education thing, I'm super getting love with this reading, but that could like, I'm hearing that multiple things are going on. Sorry. I'm like, blah, 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 spit it out. Look at the scales. Look at the scales on the card. Libra, could be dealing with a Libra. The Six of Pentacles urges you to consider how you can bring balance. If you are financially fortunate, how can you give back? If you require assistance, is stubbornness stopping you from accepting it? Often we can conceptually accept that our economic standing is mostly a product of systematic circumstance. I don't lisp, y'all, I'm sorry. This shit's got me tongue-tied. Often we can conceptually accept that our economic standing is a product of systematic circumstance. Yet we are still selfish with good fortune or embarrassed to accept aid. Embarrassed to accept aid. There's someone that if you were there, it doesn't have to be a love interest, because that's obviously not the. I've been in situations where it was like, oh God, especially in college, home life was tumultuous, especially when home life was bad. The first guy that even, if he just checked a few of my boxes, I'd be living with him, like, within a couple weeks. So, I'm, like, maybe you just lived, Gizmo, sorry, maybe you feel like you've asked a lot of people for help. Hearing like, everybody needs help. And just because maybe this is something, maybe you've had to ask for a lot of help publicly before, so you feel like you don't want to. Now I'm hearing like everybody needs help, and a lot more people than you realize might realize how little help you have, and they're just waiting for you to be like, yeah, I'm not okay. I'm hearing a lot of people could maybe not be offering help to you because you are so like, yeah, I'm okay, yeah, I'm okay, yeah, I'm okay, yeah, I'm okay, which is Aquarius energy. Like, I swear if I didn't have Leo and Cancer so heavily in my chart, I would silent. You would never know what's going on. Heart would not be on my sleeve. Gizmo. Maybe it's just about that hour. I can't really tell. My cat is fucking losing. Am I? Sorry, I just had so many thoughts at once. Cat was going nuts. Finish reading this booklet. It is worth noting that the pentacles here stand for any gift of value, not just money. This could represent a job referral, hand-me-downs, hospitality, or donated time. The Six of Pentacles urges you to give and receive freely without judgment or shame. Aquarius, really getting this as a love interest. We're going to pull some more cards, especially because this is a love interest because your Six of Pentacles energy is coming before this Two of Cups. So whatever help you're going to, whatever help you need to accept is going to lead to such a strong bond. Like, maybe this is a conversation that ends up being had over coffee. Like, maybe, if this is, I'm gonna make this one specific. I usually try to keep everything open-ended, so whoever needs it needs it, but I'm really getting something specific for you guys, Aquarius. The Two of Wands, this travel card is coming in because maybe someone's gonna take you traveling with them. They feel like you need to just, they're like, hey, why don't you come, like, maybe they've got, maybe someone lives far from where they work and they want you to come work with them. Not work with them, maybe they want you to come to work with them someday. It's like people they might want you to meet there. You never know. But this Two of Wands is coming before the Six of Pentacles. So travel or someone traveling to you is going to lead to generosity that leads to a very, very strong bond, and that strong bond is leading you towards the Sun, which is the happiest card in the tarot deck. Let's shuffle for Aquarius. What else do we have for Aquarius? We got almost 30 minutes. Sorry, y'all. Shuffle for Aquarius. Let's clarify the Sun with the Two of Cups. That came out. The Hanged Man. The Hanged Man. Interesting, coming out after the Sun. Maybe you feel stuck. Well, obviously, not maybe you feel stuck. You feel stuck maybe because you feel like you can't. I'm getting that as your energy. Someone like cannot. Or, I'm gonna see what the guidebook says. It will help interpret. I'm have a lot I want to say. I'm feeling like you're putting the person that's interested in you is in this Hanged Man energy because they're like, I can tell you are not good. Maybe like someone's been trying to take you out on if that wasn't a coincidence, I don't know what the fuck was that. I can't wait to watch that back. That is real fear you just saw in my eyes. Holy hell. Ugh. I've had this plugged in since before I started this reading, so that means it's just been sitting there for 30 minutes and then finally just it landed on something. That's what that loud noise was. A charger. Charger. Charge her. Chargers. San Diego Chargers. They're not the San Diego Chargers anymore. Are they? Is that the Chargers are a football team. Are they still in San Diego? Los Angeles Chargers? Why does that not sound right? Hanged Man. Who is this? Who is the Hanged Man energy? Hanged Man. 12. The Hanged Man looks oddly serene for a no, this is you. You're in Hanged Man energy, or you're putting someone else in Hanged Man energy because that's you. You're in the Hanged Man energy. I said Hanged Man. You're in the Hanged Man energy, and you're not hiding you're hiding your struggles, but you're not hiding the fact that, thank you. You're not as cool, calm, collected as you think, is what I'm trying to say. Funny. The Hanged Man looks oddly serene for a person dangling upside down by his foot. Clearly, hanging inverted is uncomfortable, and yet he looks peaceful. How did he get in that position? What will he do now? This is how your love interest is looking at you. They're like, what are you? And that's definitely Aquarian energy to be like, yeah, everything's fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Like, fuck it. I feel like Aquarian energy tends to be like the more okay with not spending, more okay with like yeah, I'm just gonna get this. Like I feel like an Aquarius would be, this is relevant for some reason since I'm using this as an example. Aquarius would be the type to be like, I'd rather get the non-renovated apartment with like wood paneling and ugly countertops and save $600 a month versus getting like the nice updated stuff. Or Aquarius would be more okay with like maybe living in a more urban area as long as it's safe. Yeah. And that is genuine. Like I'm getting that energy from Aquarius is genuine. Like you're very much like, all right, well, what else am I gonna do? But like think positive about it. And this is how you're coming off to this sun energy. Like I'm hearing they're actually in happy and in bliss, and you're pretending to be, but that is like what's going on in this bright, clear energy that's going on in your head is not what is like. It is not your reality. How did he get in that position? What will he do now? The hanged man represents a period of discomfort in the interest of self-growth and the enlightenment one can achieve by removing oneself from the world. We can think of the hanged man's surrender as an active step, not a passive one. His pose strongly resembles that of a chrysalis. You could be seeing butterflies a lot lately. Something new is developing, and to allow it to come forth, he must pause, withdraw, and let go. During their surgery from gender-affirming top surgery, my friend Quinn drew themselves as the hanged man. They describe that. I love this deck. They describe the experience as the letting go and making a sacrifice for something deeply, clearly worth it. At its simplest, we can think of the hanged man as indicating a reversal of perspective. Turn the world upside down, and what do you see? New perspectives or even new solutions? In readings about conflict, problems, and disagreement, the hanged man instructs us to look at the issue from a different viewpoint. Accept your circumstances, allow your perspective to shift, and let go. And I'm hearing that's the energy you're in, Aquarius, and maybe it's just freaking someone out a little bit because they're like, I'm hearing I need to tell you this for a reason. Like, okay, I have been, last year, trigger warning, last year I went through a miscarriage. Very shortly after that miscarriage, I found out that my partner at the time was hiding a child from me. So I'm thankful things worked out the way they did in some aspects. Is because I would have ended up delivering that child right at the time that I could not imagine delivering a child while finding out that my soon-to-be would have been my husband, my life partner, the father of that child. I couldn't imagine going through all that and then having to deal with the child that they were avoiding the whole time I was pregnant. So I removed myself from that situation. Oh, my kitty's being so sweet. I removed myself from that situation, and as a result, I moved around a lot, ended up getting a new job in a different state, lived with family for a little bit. That didn't work out, ended up having to help some family with some financial things, had to pay off a very hefty ticket that I got while my license was expired, and I was still trying to drive to work because it was either wait for money to magically appear for the new license or drive to work illegally and hope it worked out well. I know this is relevant to Aquarius for a reason. You could have just went through like a lot of stuff into a new person. They might look at you and maybe the first date they're like, getting the first date, maybe they're like, that's what you wore? That's all you had, and you're like, that's what you wore to meet me. And then I'm hearing like the more this person learns about you, they're going to realize like, wow, I like that is great. That's cool that you still even have a shirt on your back. Let this person help you, Aquarius, whoever this is, and maybe this isn't the love interest that's helping you. Maybe someone else is coming in to help, and then maybe after things are settled, you're really able to open up and come into that Two of Cups energy. But I'm like, God, I'm getting love so strong for you guys. Gizzy baby, do you want to come say hi on the camera again? We'll probably hop on live after this. He would love to say hi. Sweet kitty. Let's clarify. Sorry. I just forgot how to breathe. Let's clarify the sun with the Hangman for Aquarius. What is the outcome? No. What is the generosity coming in towards Aquarius? 2 cards flew out. Four of Pentacles. King of Cups. I can't make it up. Can't fucking make it up. King of Cups, Four of Pentacles. Before I open the guidebook, King of Cups, Four of Pentacles. Someone might help you out financially, but if they do, I'm hearing like it's not going to be like they're just showering you with money. It's going to be like little things that really make a difference, or they're going to help you get your own. Excuse me, like I feel like if this were someone coming in to just be like, you know what, baby, let me take care of you, like sugar daddy, sugar mommy type energy, I feel like I'd be getting more like like maybe the devil with like a king or queen of pentacles. Four of Pentacles makes me feel like someone's coming in to kind of put some things in your head, like, I'm really getting something with going back to school. Someone's going to come in and be like, hey, wouldn't you get like free housing if you went back to school? Or couldn't you maybe get like on campus, like an apartment on campus or something? Or I'm hearing like maybe working out of school. For some of you, look into getting your notary license. Depending what state you live in, it's not as easy to like do in other states, but it's easier than getting like a real estate license. It's like it's something you can do in like a few hours if you have a chunk of money. Like, and that's why I hesitated. Depending on what state you're in, I know there's websites in God, is it Ohio or Oklahoma? There's some states that you can get that done for like $50. Then you're a licensed notary. You can advertise your services to have anyone come to you, and if they need like like if someone's selling the title of a car, they're like moving ownership of that vehicle from one person to another. Especially if you live in Ohio, you have to have those or actually any state, I think you have to have those documents notarized. If you are a licensed notary, you're the person. You get your like notary stamp and everything in the mail. You can become a licensed notary to advertise your services, and there's not like, I mean, if you want to do it for friends, you can charge them like $5-10. There's no like set rate you have to do, but like you can make a lot of money doing that too. know about that because when I was staying with my family, my dad kept telling me to do that, and I have a very complicated relationship with him, so I didn't want to listen to it at the time. But then a neighbor who had their notary license uh, mentioned it to me, and he just uh, adolescent ignorance, hearing it from a voice other than my father's. I was like, "You're making a pretty, pretty nice penny on these side hustle notarizations, huh?" And he was like, "Yes, I am." So, like, especially if someone, especially if you advertise your services like in the right area, you don't know how many people will come to you because the DMV is closed that day, or if you live in Ohio, the BMV is closed that day, the tag office is closed that day, wherever they go to the, let's say, libraries usually have a licensed notary, but most of the time they're only there certain days. Depending on what type of funding that library gets, they might not even be in person. It might be like an appointment type thing. Where I'm going with this is it, even if it's not being a I don't feel like that's, I feel like it's the concept of that that's relevant for you guys. High Priestess came out in reverse, wanted to come out in reverse. It's that concept of like, there's like, even that itself, okay, that might sound far-fetched. Let's say you don't have a dime to your name right now. That might sound far-fetched. But if you just put that goal in your head, okay, I need a couple $100 to get this like notary thing figured out. Take a minute to think about it. Be vulnerable. There might be a friend. There might be a coworker that you don't even know that well, and you don't realize it. But they pay attention to you, and they care about you, and they worry about you. And if you let them know, like, hey, I am down on my luck, but I know I can take this class and get my notary license today, and maybe you can get yourself some clients lined up. Look for people that need something stamped and tell them, hey, I can meet with you in a week. And then, you know, by then you'll have your notary stamp in the mail. And then, like, not that that's what, like, don't take that advice. Obviously that was not a great plan, but what was it, the 201s, the travel card. The first card you got in this reading said, make a plan and stick to it, did it not? Ironically, this is the most coherent reading we've had so far, of course. Yeah, the 201s card, the description for this card says, it can be terrifying to narrow limitless possibilities into a single choice, but how else will you start? Don't just daydream, plan. You're on your way. Notice how she's got the car, she's got the whole wide, that song again, she's got the whole wide world ahead of her. But she's like really sitting like with her legs crossed, kicked back, looking at this map. Maps aren't Instagram. It's not like she's just like, wow, look at that lake. She's really like planning a route, planning like, okay, I want to go this way, or I want to go, like, think about what you want. Four of Pentacles. What does the Four of Pentacles say according to the guidebook? But this is someone that's gonna like, this is, and that's, so bring coming back full circle. Sorry, like we're going back. So we were going somewhere with that, I promise. Just like me bringing up that story about like why don't you get your notary license? Someone's gonna put something in your head. That's what, like, I'm not getting someone's gonna come in and be like, here, baby. But they're gonna notice something you don't, or they're gonna think of something that you haven't thought of in a while, and it's gonna blow your mind. It's gonna blow your mind. Four of Pentacles, the miser. This is a card. Wait, make sure there's no glare. This is a card about your relationships with your possessions, time, and money. This man has his pentacles, and no one's taking them from him. No way, no how. A beautiful town beckons him from the background, but he is too dedicated to his earthly things to move. It's good to be prudent with resources, but is your impulse to hoard what you have actually costing you something else in the long run? Someone else could, and I relate, so I'm not judging. Maybe someone's gonna notice, like, hey, you have a whole lot of this and not a lot of it. Like, maybe you have a lot of shoes. Maybe you have a lot of, like, I don't. Maybe you don't have a TV in your house, but you have shelves and shelves and shelves of books. Someone's gonna point that out to you. Does your attachment to your earthly goods prevent you from engaging in the experiences that make life great? It's time to ask yourself why you are always being so tight-fisted. Maybe you've always been privileged, or maybe you know what scarcity feels like and you are terrified to go back. The only people who say money doesn't matter are those who've always had it, right? Regardless of the reason, this dynamic is holding you back. Your money and your possessions. Fuck. Your money. No, I keep reading. Your money and your possessions are meant to serve you, not hold you down. The Four of Pentacles may be a suggestion to loosen your hold and enjoy your life. If you are capable, use your resources to help others enjoy their lives as well. This King of Cups is lovey, 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 dovey coming towards you. It is a grandpa in a boat. This could be an older man. They could like fishing. King of Cups. I'm gonna read this for you guys. Aquarius, god damn it. I don't know why I'm here. I'm hearing from what the fuck? From South Park. Oh my god, they killed Kenny. Someone's name could be Kenny. My uncle's name's Kenny. So, Ken, Kenny, Kendra, Kenzie, Kent. I've flipped past the King of Cups like 9 times. Just keep. Someone's about to have you in La La Land. King of Cups. Leadership through emotional strength. There are multiple views on how to read the King of Cups, but here's mine. Look at the water surrounding the king. It is tumultuous and stormy. In tarot, water represents emotions and the unconscious. This king certainly has a lot going on, but his face is placid. He is content. He is taking it all in stride. Hearing, ain't nobody gonna break my stride. Ain't nobody gonna slow me down. Oh, I've got to keep on moving. Ain't nobody gonna break my stride. Oh! Your read has been so cool. I'm so sorry. God, I hope people watch this because this has just been a hoot. The connections that the songs that come into my brain make to the damn readings are so like. I thought of this. If you don't know this song, the lyrics are about to blow your mind. Okay? It's no coincidence I thought of that. So I wish I could. I wish this was facing the opposite way. Y'all, I'm sorry. The guidebook literally says, his face is placid. He is content. He is taking it all in stride. This is the card, okay? You see this little man in the rowboat? Right? That's not a sailboat. Not a tugboat. Not a steamboat. That is a rowboat. Keep that in mind as I read the lyrics to this song. I'm so geeked right now. Last night I had the strangest dream. I sailed away to China in a little rowboat to find ya. Travel to a cups rowboat. And you said you had to get your laundry. What? And you said you had to get your laundry clean. Didn't want no one to hold you. What does that mean? And you said, ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Nobody gonna slow me down. Oh no, I've got to keep on moving. And nothing gonna break my stride. I'm running and I won't touch ground. Oh no, I've got to keep on moving. So, Aquarius! I'm hearing someone's getting to the bottom of you, and they've got you figured out now. You've been trying to. I mentioned all that stuff that, like, I've very quickly dumped out all that shit that I've been through, and then just kept going with your reading like nothing. Like you might have briefly mentioned something to someone, or maybe you posted about something, and they took a deep dive on that shit. Like, I'm hearing you might not think that this person has looked you up on stuff. They looked you up. If people commented on your pictures, they looked at them. They try to figure out how you know them. There's someone in your energy that I feel like you've already met this person. If you haven't met them, you've like connected with them on social media, but it's been like, there hasn't been like, you're not like hanging out with them every day. And I'm definitely getting that because you got the Hanged Man, you got your Four of Pentacles. There's like clearly some, like, you've got some shit going on. This person wants to come in and be your Six of Pentacles, Two of Cups, the Sun, King of Cups. And it's like you're not realizing it. The next line, let me finish reading the guidebook, sorry. So for King of Cups in the guidebook, excuse me, she says, I drew the King of Cups as my grandfather in a dinghy where we made many happy memories together. My grandfather has Alzheimer's. His short-term memory leaves him. He understands this situation but does not fight it. He is aging with a grace and cheerfulness that I can only imagine. He knows he is loved and he is happy. The King of Cups shows true emotional strength in the face of difficulty. In this way, he supports the people around him. I'm getting that, Aquarius, that could be you and this person coming towards you, and maybe that's why they appreciate you, because that was too specific. Whoever's coming towards you appreciates you because you have a quality that they have themselves, and it's something that makes them respect themselves, and they've never seen this in anyone until they met you. So maybe, like, both of you are, you don't have to be the oldest sibling, but maybe you both, like, spent a lot of time taking care of family siblings. Every person that this person has been with before you couldn't connect with people, and they felt like that was the one thing. Whatever Aquarius I'm connecting with you. This is such Aquarius. This song is such Aquarius energy. This song is such Aquarius energy. Like, you're on a roll, and now you pray it lasts. The road behind was rocky, but now you're feeling cocky. You look at me and see your past. Is that the reason why you're running so fast? And she said, ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Nobody gonna slow me down. Oh no, I've got to keep on moving. Then the song ends with the male saying, never let another girl like you work me over. Never let another girl like you drag me under. If I meet another girl like you, I will tell her, never want another girl like you. Have to say, oh, ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Nobody gonna slow me down. Oh no, I've got to keep on moving. Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. I'm running and I won't touch ground. The song's not actually. Sorry, I was just reading about the song really quick. The song supposedly is not about a girl, or it appears to be about a girl leaving the singer behind as she's moving on to further adventures, travel. Um, but after an interview with the singer, they revealed like it was actually about a song that was presented to the record label, and the record label was like, it's good, but it's not a hit. And then the singer of the song was like, look, I've been here for 2 years, and if you guys don't hear this, there's nothing I can do for you anymore. So I think you should let me go. I'm getting that's this person's energy, especially with this King of Cups, Aquarius. If you are the King of Cups, you are likely being called upon to balance your emotions. Whether your choppy sea has to do with the internal strife or outside forces, it is time to manage your feelings without repressing them. Yeah, that's Aquarius. How can you listen to your unconscious without being overwhelmed by it? How can you best show compassion for your community while still taking care of yourself? Let's get a closing card for Aquarius. It's a fucking hour long. Sorry, guys. Ooh. It had all kinds of cards flip over, my goodness. Gee whiz. Let's make sure I'm still recording. If I'm still yapping, I'd appreciate it be on video. And not just for my cat. Do a tarot reading for him soon. I've had him since he was a kitten. I've had him since I was... You can't see my cat. I'm looking at him like you can see him. I've had him since he was 12 years old. But I'm not quite sure, like, exactly when he was born. He was literally like 4 or 6 weeks old when we found him, so we're pretty sure we know when he was born, but it really can only be like a ballpark estimate, you know what I mean? It's like, were they 6-week-old kittens that were just really tiny, or were they 4-week-old kittens that were overdeveloped? Was he born early May, late May, early June? Hard to tell. We don't really know when his birthday is. I just assume he's a Cancer because he gives me Cancer vibes. He always has. He's a Taurus or a Cancer. He's got very like grounded, but like sensitive, like Taurus Cancer cusp vibes. Taurus Cancer cusp, Taurus Gemini cusp. What our cards want to come out. Let's get a closing card for Aquarius. What is this Four of Pentacles, and who is the King of Cups? I feel like that's your energy. I know y'all see that. It's about to come out. I was like, it's about to come out. It is. Ten of Cups wanted to come out. English hard. Ten of Cups wanted to come out, and it didn't. The first time, it did the second time. Ten of Cups, ending your reading with the lovebirds. Ten of Cups. A beautiful family basks under a rainbow of upright cups. The Ten of Cups embodies joy and fulfillment in your family and friendships. As a 10, this card is the grand finale of the ups and downs of your emotional life. The road may have been long and winding, but now you are here with your fam under this sick rainbow. Nice. The Ten of Cups is about family, but the definition of family here is broad. Many people, especially queer people, find family outside of the one they were born into. Your family may be biological, chosen, or adopted. Your family could be friends, roommates, or your pet lizard. This card encourages you to think about who your family really is. The Ten of Cups represents an external kind of happiness that comes from your life just being really great right now. Bliss can't last forever though, so enjoy it. Stockpile those idyllic memories while you can. A familial relationship is never perfect and is always in flux, but the Ten of Cups is a moment of love and gratitude for the people in our lives. That's like a really good reading for you guys, Aquarius. Like, go listen to that song if you need to. It's an 80s song. Even if you're not into 80s, like, you'll get like a vibe you'll get a little dance out of it at least. Nobody's gonna break your stride. You got to keep on moving. Knight of Wands wanted to come out. I was just trying to shuffle before I add the cards from the deck back in, or the cards that we pulled back into the deck. But you have this Knight of Wands coming towards you. Could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius coming towards you. But you've got we'll pull for the collective. I'm gonna go back on live again in a minute. Like at the tail end of that, I'm getting pregnancy for you guys. Someone's coming in to build a home with you, and I'm like, it could be maybe a family member is coming back to help. But I like this whole I got chills right now. Oh, I got crazy chills right now. You can't see. Like arm, body, back, neck chills. Someone's coming to. As the song said at the beginning of the reading, someone's coming to blow your mind. I'm gonna put these cards back in the deck. I'm gonna say, Kitty, come here. Come here. Wanna say bye to Aquarius? Oh, I went to knock your deck and that Knight of Cups fell back. No, hey. Star at the bottom of the deck. I know it's a little inappropriate. I'm sorry. Beautifully drawn deck, though, I must say. Aquarius, if you watched this far, thank you for hanging out. I hope that reading was helpful. If it made you unsettled, brought up feelings of anxiety or confusion, it was not your reading. Do not feel like you're like, oh, well, I didn't think of that before. Not your reading. Yippee! I'm going to show them to you guys. I try to show them at the end of every video. No. He's hanging around the camera the whole time until I finish. He's just waiting for me to stop talking, so I'll put more food in his bowl. If you watched this far, thank you for hanging out. Details, if you want to donate, book a personal reading, reach out, hang out on Instagram. If you're interested in Evil Eye gemstone bracelets, I make them the stretchiest they can possibly be. I do take measurements before I start creating your orders, so they fit as loose or as snug as you want. I make earrings. I've got some right here. I make gemstone rings. We got tiger eye, aquamarine, blue lapis right here. These are all adjustable bands that open up. They adjust from a size, they go all the way down to like a 4, all the way up to a 10, 11, I believe. I mean, you could probably fit it up to like a 13, but then it wouldn't be open anymore. But yeah, feel free to give me a follow on Instagram. I am at Loner, Loner Design Co. Everything you see on that page is available and for sale. what else am I forgetting? If you want a personal reading but do not like emailing, that's where you're gonna reach out for personal readings. Yeah, I'm gonna pop back on here in a minute to go live with you guys. If you hang out this far, Jesus, thank you for giving me an hour of your life. Hopefully you didn't. I'm gonna stop talking now. I'm getting all Aquarius out. All right, bye guys.